Imagine living in a land where you work hard, build a future, raise a family, but have no voice in the laws that govern you. After the French and Indian War ended in 1763, Great Britain was deep in debt. Parliament believed the American colonies should help pay for the war, so they imposed taxes. But the colonists had no representatives in Parliament, and from that frustration came a powerful idea. No taxation without representation. This wasn't just about money, it was about rights. In 1765, the Stamp Act required printed materials, newspapers, legal documents, even playing cards, to carry an official British stamp that colonists had to buy. Protests spread quickly. Merchants boycotted British goods. Crowds gathered. Colonial leaders began coordinating across regions. For the first time, the colonies started acting together. Then came the Tea Act in 1773. Although it lowered the price of tea, it kept the tax in place, a symbol of British control. One night in Boston, members of the Sons of Liberty boarded British ships and dumped 342 chests of tea into the harbor. The Boston Tea Party was not random rebellion. It was deliberate resistance. Britain responded by punishing Massachusetts, closing Boston's port, and tightening control. Instead of dividing the colonies, it united them. In 1774, delegates met in Philadelphia for the First Continental Congress. They still hoped for reconciliation. But history had other plans. In April 1775, British troops marched toward Lexington and Concord to seize colonial weapons. Local militia stood ready. A shot was fired, no one knows by whom. But that single shot ignited a revolution. The American colonies were now at war with the most powerful empire in the world. The Continental Congress appointed George Washington as commander-in-chief. His army was small, poorly supplied, and inexperienced. Many soldiers lacked proper clothing. Supplies were scarce. But they had conviction. They believed they were fighting for something greater than themselves. Not just freedom from taxes, but the right to govern their own future. On July 4th, 1776, that belief became official. The Declaration of Independence declared that all men are created equal and are endowed with unalienable rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This was revolutionary, a nation founded not on royalty or inheritance, but on principles. It stated that government derives its power from the consent of the governed, and when a government fails its people, the people have the right to change it. That idea changed the world. The war continued for years. There were brutal winters, including the suffering at Valley Forge. There were defeats and moments of doubt. But there were also turning points, especially the victory at Saratoga, which convinced France to support the American cause. With French assistance, the balance shifted. In 1781, British General Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown. 2 years later, the Treaty of Paris recognized the United States as an independent nation. 13 colonies had defeated an empire. But the true victory was not just military, it was ideological. The American Revolution proved that liberty could form the foundation of a nation. That power could belong to the people. That freedom was not granted by a king, but defended by citizens willing to sacrifice for it, and that idea continues to shape the world today. But independence was only the beginning. How would this new nation build a stable government? How would it protect liberty without creating another monarchy? That next chapter would define America's future. And it's a story just as powerful as the revolution itself.